All right, so I just want to build off something that I kind of touched on in the last video. Now, in the last video, I was talking about how insecure people will attach meaning to coincidence because it gives them confidence and security to be able to hold on to one single rule. One of the examples I gave, the total number of reps to perform for an exercise. Now, if you take a look at some popular set and rep schemes like 6x4, 4x6, 8x3, logically, you can see how someone would come to the conclusion that there must be a magical number of reps to perform because they all result in 24 reps being performed. Even 5x5, that's 25 total reps that you're aiming for. So it's pretty much the exact same thing as 24, and you can see how people might start to believe that there's magic in that number, 24 or 25. But if there was, then you could expect the exact same result if you did 25 sets of 1 or 1 set of 25. If you're aiming for 24, 24 sets of 1, 1 set of 24, 2 sets of 12, or 12 sets of 2. But the response will not be identical because it comes down to how you do what you do. So I'm going to give you an example of how you could use the exact same set and rep scheme with the exact same amount of weight and promote different outcomes. Let's say you're doing 6 sets of 4 with a weight that you could easily get for 6 if you were to go all out. Now, the way you do what you do will determine how easy or difficult that is. If you give yourself complete rest between your sets, 6 sets of 4 with a weight that you could easily get 6 of if you went all out is not going to be very difficult for you. If you gave yourself incomplete rest, that's an entirely different story. You might not even be able to perform all 6 sets of 4. You might get 4, then 4, then 4, then 3, then 3, and then 2. So if you're focused on a magic number like 24, you will have not hit that. But does that mean you're not going to promote a positive response or even a better response than if you gave yourself complete rest? No, you might actually get a better response because if it's about recruiting and fatiguing the involved muscles, you'll have achieved that because you haven't been able to get to 4 for at least 3 of those sets. You got 3 and 3 and 2. That's indicative that the muscles responsible for doing that work are too exhausted to do 6 sets of 4. So you gotta stop focusing on external cues like a magic number of reps to perform and focus on the internal cues like imposing a demand.